We'll start with third chapter of statistics. Give the heading in your notebooks. Measures of central tendency. Now, what is measures of central tendency? Understand the concept, everyone. Have you seen? You would have seen. Your mother making dough? Atta, ball of wheat. How does she make it, Nikhil? Silence, everyone. Silence and understand the concept properly. Yes. Yes, silence. First of all, in a big bowl, she will take some flour, then add water, then mix it, salt, etc., and mix it as Vanshika was explaining. This. You'll mix it all and you'll convert it into a dough, that is ball of a wheat. So what happens is the whole big bowl of flour, scattered ball of flour, gets converted into one ball of wheat. That is what we are going to do in this chapter. We are not going to cook food, but the whole scattered data we will convert into one figure. The whole scattered data we will convert into one figure. That one figure will be called measure of central tendency. For example, if I ask Parth, how much did you score in 10th standard? 81%. See, what is his reply? 81%. Or did he start answering mathematics 90, social science 70, English 75? He answered me only one figure. What is that? 81, one figure. It is measure of central tendency. Does it represent the whole data or not? Yes. 81 shows that is all subjects, all the 7 subjects marks are near about 81. Maybe in some subjects he has scored 85. In some he would have scored 75. Some he would have scored 90, then some he would have scored 70 also. And in between, average comes to 80. So it's a single figure, that one ball of wheat, which represents a whole mass of data. All the figures rotate around that 81. Did everyone of you understand that? Now generally, if you say is marks of 10th standard, okay, do you remember the exact marks of individual subjects? Tell me.
Maths 87.
87.
SS 85.
85.
Science 77.
77.
English 75.
75.
Hindi
84. 72. Let us see. So, does 81 come exactly somewhere in between of these figures or not? Yes. 87 is there, 85 is there, 74 is there, 78 is there. 81 comes in the center or not, near the center or not? That's why these measures are called measures of central tendency. Because these values normally go in which part? They go in the central part of the distribution. But they are not exactly in center. This value will not be exactly in center. It will be near the center. Therefore, we don't call them as measure of center. We call them as measures of central tendency. Means near, approaching. Tendency means it's approaching the center. It's near the center, but it is not. It may not exactly be in the center. So, what do you mean by measures of central tendency? It's a single value which represents the entire mass of data. And generally that value is in the middle part, central part of the distribution, and not exactly in the central but near the central part. So it is called measure of central tendency. Did everyone of you understand this? Any confusions with that? So first write down the meaning. Measures of central tendency is a single value which represents the entire set of data. Okay? So it's always a single value only, but it represents the entire set of data. So generally, this value is in the central part of the distribution, and so it is called measures of central tendency. Okay, but remember, it is not exactly in the center, it is near the central part of the distribution, so it is called measure of central tendency. Not measure of center, but measure of central tendency. Is everyone clear with it? Now, we will be studying 3 such measures in this chapter, subdivided into 8. So, which are the various measures we are going to study? Various measures of central tendency. 1, we will be studying mean. 2, we will be studying positional average. We also call them as partition values. And 3rd, we will be studying mode. Okay? 3 main measures we will study: mean, positional averages, and mode. Within mean, we will study arithmetic mean, weighted mean, geometric mean. There are 4 types of mean as such. One more is there, it is called harmonic mean, which you don't have in syllabus. So you have in syllabus only 3 types of mean: arithmetic mean, weighted mean, and geometric mean. Within positional averages, we will study 4: median, quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. 4 positional averages we will study: median, quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. And mode is only 1. So as you can see, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 1, 8. So total 8 measures of central tendency we will study in this chapter. Okay, today we will start with arithmetic mean. Note it down. Total 5 sides will be required for the formula and summary. So in the beginning, whatever formulas etc. we write, and once we start with the question, see that 5 pages, 5 sides of your pages. 5 into 2, not 10. 5 sides of pages you leave it blank. All the formulas will come back and write at one place only. Okay. Did you write it down? Now today we will start with the mean part. Okay. So in mean, first we will take up with arithmetic mean. Now, what is the meaning of arithmetic mean? See, arithmetic mean means sum of observations divided by number of observations. Repeat.
Sum of observations divided by number of observations.
Sum means total. SUM. Okay, not SOME, sum. SUM. Sum means total. Total of observations divided by number of observations. And that itself becomes the first formula also. How we will see the formula? An arithmetic mean will be in the form of a table. Total 6 formulas are there for arithmetic mean alone. But we'll be using practically only 3 formulas in that. So put your pens down and understand that table first. There will be 3 types of questions possible in this chapter. And in arithmetic mean, each type of question can be solved by 2 methods. One is called direct method and the other is called shortcut method or short method. It is also called as step deviation method. Now, first of all, what are the 3 types of questions? Understand them. One is ungrouped data. Ungrouped data means only observations will be given in the question. When you collect the data, it is haphazard data, as it is rough data. So it is called ungrouped data, where only observations will be given. Then second is discrete frequency distribution, second type of question. Discrete frequency distribution, where you will be given with observations and frequencies. What will be given in ungrouped data? Only observations. What will be given in discrete frequency distribution? Grouped data, observation and frequency. And one more is there, which is continuous frequency distribution, where you will be given with classes and frequencies. So 3 types of questions will have throughout the chapter. One is ungrouped data, where only observations will be given. Second is discrete frequency distribution, where observations and frequencies will be given. Third is continuous frequency distribution, where classes and frequencies will be given. Now by direct method, definition itself is the formula. Like sum of observations divided by number of observations is the definition. So sigma xi upon n, where sigma xi is the sum of observations and n is the number of observations. So definition itself is the formula. Sum of observations divided by number of observations. By short method, the formula is a plus sigma di upon n, where a is the assumed mean and di means deviation. Therefore, I told you it's also called as step deviation method. So deviation is xi minus a. Deviation means minus. We obtain deviation of all observations xi from the assumed mean. So di is obtained as xi minus a. Deviation means difference. Difference of all the observations from assumed mean. Now see, if you look at the second formula, a plus sigma di upon n. Can I write in place of di xi minus a? As I told you, di will be equal to xi minus a. Now a and minus a will get, what will remain? So your answer will always come same. Whether you solve by direct method or by short method, your answer will always come same. Is everyone clear with this? Anyway, we will always be applying direct method only. For understanding purpose, one example, first example, I'll explain you by direct method as well as by shortcut method. After that, homework as well as class work. Whatever examples we do in the class, ungrouped data we will do only by direct method, sigma xi upon n. Okay. Note down this. Right now, no need to write discrete and continuous. We'll write it later when we solve those formulas and questions. I'm just explaining you 3 types of questions are possible. So right now just write ungrouped data and its formula, and we'll come back to the summary page when we understand the formulas of discrete and continuous. In the summary page itself write these formulas, okay? In the summary page itself write these formulas. Formulas will all come in the beginning of your notebook chapter. All the formulas will be writing in these 5 pages which I told you to leave. So right now I'm erasing this continuous. When we come to that, we shall be doing it tomorrow. That time I'll give you the formula. But you all are clear with the 3 types of questions that are possible. One is ungrouped data, only observation will be given. Second is discrete frequency distribution, observations and frequencies will be given. Third is continuous frequency distribution, classes and frequencies will be given. Clear in the formula? So direct method sigma xi upon n, short method a plus sigma di upon n. Okay. One question I'll explain you by both the methods. Page 78, exercise 3.1, question 1. I'll explain you by both the methods and 2 questions only by direct method. You'll try on your own. Rest all questions will do only by direct method. Page 78, question 1. Did you all take it out?
Yes.
Raise your hand who is still writing the formula. Completed? Look at question 1. The weekly growth in centimeter in saplings grown in a nursery are. Can you see? Observations are given to you. So it is ungrouped data. Can you see? Only observations are given to you. So that is what is called as ungrouped data. Okay. Find the mean growth. Whenever they say find the mean and nothing is specified, that find arithmetic mean or weighted mean or geometric mean. Generally it means arithmetic mean. Okay. Few peculiar language will indicate weighted or geometric. Otherwise it always means arithmetic mean. So note down the observations as they are given to you. 1, 3.2, 1.4, 1.9, 2.4, 1.6, 1.4, 2.1, 1.3 and 1.5. Did you all write it down? Now, calculators. Calculators, do 1 plus 3.2 plus 1.4 plus 1.9 plus 2.4 plus 1.6 plus 1.4 plus 2.1 plus 1.3 plus 1.5. 17.8. Write it down. Total. Did you all understand this? Now, we are initially understanding it by direct method. So by direct method, silence. By direct method, x bar is equal to sigma xi upon n. Always write the formula. If I see formulas are not written, I'll tear your pages. Any of the questions, if I see formulas are not done, directly you are solving values, I'll tear the pages. Did you write this formula? Now as I said, sigma xi means sum of observations. Can you see this 17.8? Divide by C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many observations are there? 10. So divide by 10. 1.78. Did you understand this? And we will be using this formula only every time. See, did they specify do it by direct method or do it by shortcut method? They never mention in exams. We always have to do it. We can do it by any method. You advisably always do it by direct method only. So no burden of remembering two concepts. Okay. Thus, the mean growth of saplings is 1.78 centimeters. Okay. Now same question we do by shortcut method also. Rewrite all the values again. Don't hurry up. Patience. You'll need space for more workings. Did you write the values? Raise your hand who is still writing it. Now understand how to find this DI. First we need to find A, which is assumed mean. Now what is assumed mean? It is any value. Preferably you should take it between somewhere in middle of the lowest and smallest observation. Like, what is the lowest?
1.
Highest? Lowest is 1 and highest is 3.2. Somewhere in between that, let us say 2.1 I select as assumed mean. Between 1 and 3.2, 2.1 will come somewhere exactly in between the two. You can also select 3.2, you can also select 1.4, you can select any value other than these values also. You can select 20, 200, 2000, 20,000, 2 crore, 20 crores also. Your final answer will come same. But the purpose is to make the calculations easy. Your calculations will become easy when you select it between the smallest and highest observation. Understood that? So we have taken, any other value may also be taken. Any confusions with this? Mark it as assume mean. Did you do that? Now DI is equal to Xi minus A. Okay? DI is equal to Xi minus A. It means what? From all observations, you'll minus 2.1. For example, Xi is 1 the Xi?
Yes.
Minus A. So 1 minus. Then again 3.2 is Xi. So 3.2 minus 2.1. From all the observations we will subtract 2.1. Understood that? I do 1 minus 2.1 minus 1.1. Able to understand? Do 3.2 minus 2.1. Keep on writing it also. Able to understand this? All of you? Then 1.4 minus 2.1. Do you get minus 0.7? Do 1.9 minus 2.1. All are able to understand what we are doing? Then 2.4 minus 2.1. 0.3. 1.6 minus 2.1. Minus 0.5. 1.4 minus 2.1. Minus 0.7. 2.1 minus 2.10. 1.3 minus 2.1 minus 0.8. 1.5 minus 2.1 minus 0.6. Understood that, everyone? Raise your hand who did not understand the values of DI. Now, is it time consuming?
Yes.
Doing minus 2.1 again and again. Now do it as I am saying. 1 minus minus 2 times 2.1 equals to. Did you get minus 1.1? Don't press on. Directly press 3.2 equals to. Getting 1.1? Directly press 1.4 equals to minus 0.7. Directly press 1.9 equal to minus 0.2. Directly press 2.4 equals to. Directly press 1.6 equals to. Directly press 1.4 equals to. Directly 2.1 equals to. 1.3 equals to. And 1.5 equals to. So when you do 1 minus minus 2 times and then 2.1, by pressing minus 2 times, that 2.1 remains in the memory of calculator. So next time you directly press 3.2 and equals to, then calculator remembers that you have to subtract 2.1 only from it. So you don't have to do every time minus 2 point. Is everyone clear with this? This will save your time. Any confusions? Now this total also do it minus 1.1 plus 1.1 minus 0.7 minus 0.2 plus 0.3 minus 0.5 minus 0.7 minus 0.8 minus 0.6 minus 3 point. Do you all get this? That is this sigma di what we need. In the formula we need sigma di, which is coming to minus 3.2. Okay. Now write down by shortcut method. X bar is equal to a plus sigma di upon n. What is a assumed mean we have selected? 2.1 plus sigma di minus 3.2 upon there are 10 observations. Now don't do directly in calculator this thing, you'll make mistake. If you do in calculator 2.1 plus minus 3 upon 0.2 upon 10, what will be done in calculator is this. Whole upon 10, which is wrong. If you directly do it in calculator, what is divided by 10 is only this part. So 2.1 as it is now, plus into minus becomes minus. Now first simply do 3.2 divided by 10. 0.3. Do always remember this part you will solve first. Understood that everyone? Directly don't do 2.1 plus minus 3.2 upon 10 in calculator, you will get wrong answer. So what is 3.2 divided by 10? 0.32. Now do 2.1 minus 0.32. See, do you get same answer by both the methods or not? But we will always be doing it by direct method, simple method. Nothing will be mentioned in the question and it's always advisable to do it by direct method. But are you all clear with the understanding of both the methods? Any confusions in this? 2 questions you'll try on your own. Exercise 1. Page number 117. Exercise 3. Page 117, section D. Question 9 and 13. Okay, this is your classwork. I am discussing question 9 and you will solve that here in depth. The mean perfume content in the bottles filled by a perfume manufacturer's machine should be between 29.6 and 30.4 ml. The 7 bottles tested had the following perfume contents. Can you see from 30.2 to 31.4 observations are given? Is the machine working properly? You'll find the arithmetic mean. And in the question it's given that mean content should be between 29.6 and 30.4. You'll find the mean. If it comes between 29.6 and 30.4 means the machine is working properly. If it comes less than 29.6 or more than 30.4 means machine is not working properly. Is everyone up to play with this? So find out the mean on your own. Same, note down the xi, do it by direct method only, sigma xi upon n. Time limited, within 2 minutes it should be done, 3 minutes. Not more than that. It's very simple question. Write all the values of xi, obtain the total and then apply the formula sigma xi upon n. What happened by using his calculator? See that everyone must be having your calculator and doing it on your own. I don't want you to copy from others' portion, okay? Everyone should be doing the calculations on your own. 30.07. Who are finding it still? Only 1 more minute remaining, do it fast. Now, what is sigma xi coming to 210.5? So 210.5 divided by 7, 30.07. Now, what do they say that if the content is between 29.6 and it is working properly? Is 30.07 between these two? Who all say no, raise your hand. Who all say yes, raise your hand. It is between that. Always compare equal decimal places. How many decimal places are there? Make it equal. Can we make the decimal places equal by putting 0 or not? Now tell me 30.07. Is it between 29.60 and 30.40 or not? So machine is working properly. Did all of you understand it? Whenever you ask such answer, make the decimal places equal, otherwise you are bound to make a mistake. Okay? You'll feel that 30.07 is more than 30.4, but it is not. So write down, thus the machine is working properly because the mean content is between 29.6 and 30.4 ml. Understood that, everyone? I'll discuss 13th question, that also you will try on your own. See that? The mean daily sales of a company is 126.2 units. The sales on 10 days and then after adopting a new advertisement strategy. Earlier, the mean daily sales was 126.2. They adopted a new advertisement strategy, and the sales of 10 days after adopting a new strategy is as follows. You can see 10 observations are given from 156 to 121.
Yes.
Can we say that the mean sale has increased by new advertising strategy? You'll find the mean from 156 to 121 observations. If that mean comes more than 126.2,
Yes.
we will say that the mean sales has increased. If it comes less, then we will say that the mean sales has decreased. So solve it on your own, 2 minutes time only. From 156 to 121 observations, find out the mean. From 156 to 121. 1 minute is over. 1 more minute remaining. Where's the formula? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you all get 138.9?
Yes.
So earlier it was 126.2. Has the sales increased or decreased?
Increased.
So write down thus the mean sales. Thus the mean sales has increased by new advertising strategy. Understood that, everyone? So this is how we solve ungrouped data, and we'll be solving all the questions by direct. Whatever homeworks I'll give you in illustration, it will be mentioned solve by short method, but you solve them by and see your answer comes same or not. Is everyone clear with it? No need to get confused with two formulas. Now, discrete frequency distribution. Come back to the summaries page, formulas page. Understand the formula of discrete frequency distribution, that also we take up today. As I said to you, in discrete frequency distribution, observations and frequencies will be given. This formula will become x bar is equal to sigma fi xi upon n. And important thing here is n will be taken as sigma fi, total of frequency. And shortcut method, it will become a plus sigma fi di upon n, where again n would be the total of frequency. So sigma xi becomes sigma fi xi upon n. Now why? Why does xi become sigma fi xi? Understand it. Suppose the observations are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay, now if I do sigma xi upon n, 1, 3, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 21, 25, 30. X bar is sigma xi upon n, which is 30 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 3. But do you find repetitions of observations?
Yes.
So we can convert it into a frequency distribution. Means, can I say 1 is occurring 1 time? 2 is occurring 2 times? Okay. 3 is occurring 4 times? 4 is occurring 2 times? And 5 is occurring 1 time. Any confusion in that? Now if I do fi xi as we require in the formula, 1 into 1, 2 into 2, is this 4 the total of these two observations or not? 3 into 4, is this the total of these 4 observations or not? 4 into 2, that is the total of these two. 5 is the total of this. Now if you do 1 plus 4, 5 plus 12, 17 plus 8, 25 plus 5, you'll always get the same answer. So fi xi gives you the same answer as xi. The problem is, here ungrouped data is converted into frequency, means observations and its repetitions are given. So we cannot do simply sigma xi. We have to do sigma fi. The observations are to be multiplied by the number of times they are repeated. Then only you get the correct total. One more thing. How many observations are there? See the total of frequency. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. So n will always be the total of frequency. N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because 1 is occurring 1 time. 2 is occurring 2 times. So total number of observations are 10. So same thing in a frequency distribution, formula becomes sigma fi xi upon n. And same way in shortcut, instead of di it becomes sigma fi. Okay, in a frequency distribution, n will always be total of frequency. Understood that? Write it down. All are clear with the logic by sigma fi xi? Ungrouped data, when you convert into discrete, then the total of observations can be obtained by doing fi into xi. No need to write that example, that was just for understanding how and why sigma fi xi instead of sigma xi. Read the formula. Exercise 3.1. Page 78. Look at question 3. I'll explain you by both the methods. Then one question you'll try, only by direct method. Exercise 3.1, page 78, question 3. Look at it. The following table gives the diameter of different screws selected from a large assignment. Find the mean diameter. Diameter of screw and number of screws. Can you see observation and frequencies are given? Which one are observations and which one is frequency? Diameter is observation, marked as Xi. Number of screws is frequency, marked as Fi. Generally, first information would be Xi and second would be Fi. And wherever you find number of, it is frequency, means it's a repetition. Okay, so write down the values of Xi and Fi as they are given to you. Xi, Fi, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 and 55. 4, 10, 15, 8, 5 and 3. Okay? Did you all write the Xi and Fi values? Everyone? Now first what we need is Fi into Xi, multiplication of the two. These two are to be multiplied. Fi into Xi. So 30 into 4, 120. 35 into 10, 350. 40 into 15, 600. 45 into 8, 360. 50 into 5, 250. And 155 into 3, 165. Raise your hand who did not understand how is Fi obtained. All of you are clear with this? Now 120, 470, 1070, 1430, 1680 and 1845. Do the totals everyone. 120 plus 350 up till 165, do it. Do you all get 1845? Now, double labor is involved. First multiply and do the total also. Do what I am saying. Follow me. Do you find one key of m plus in your calculator?
Yes, sir.
M plus, do you find it?
Yes, sir.
M plus equals to m plus, it's there, na? Do it. 30 into 4, press m plus. Don't press on after that. Did you get 120? Yes. So we would write it down. Instead of equal to, press m plus. Okay, do 35 into 10, m plus 350. Do 40 into 15, m plus 600. Do 45 into 8, m plus 360. Do 50 into 5, m plus 250. Do 55 into 3, m plus 165. Did you get that?
Yes.
Do you find the key of MR or MRC?
Yes.
Press that.
Yes.
Directly you'll get the total 1845. Instead of pressing equal to, keep on putting it in m plus. MR means memory recall. Do you find m at the screen of your calculator at the top? M is written in the screen. Press MC or MRC again and see does that m get cancelled?
Yes.
Do that. If you don't do that and put the next memory, it will get added in 1845. So before you put next question's values, do cancel that or else press on 2-3 times. The memory will get cancelled. Before you put next question's figures, see that previous memory is cancelled. Understood that everyone? Now we need the total of Fi also, that is going to be m. 4 plus 10, 14 plus 15, 29 plus 8, 37 plus 5, 42 plus 3, 45. That is 45. Total of Fi 45. Did you all write that? Now by direct method, x bar is equal to sigma fi xi upon n. What is sigma fi xi we got? 1845 divided by n will be the total of frequency. N will be the total of frequency. What is that? 45. 41.
Yes, sir.
Understood that everyone? Thus, the mean diameter is 41 centimeters. Now, write the values of xi and fi again. We'll understand by shortcut method do we get the same answer or not. Write the same xi and fi again. Other questions you'll do only by direct method. Only one question I'm explaining you in all the questions by both the methods. Okay? Now, this we already know is 45. This will be used here also. Okay. First of all, we have to select a assumed mean. Assumed mean always select from xi observation. Which is the lowest? Highest? In between, let us say 40 we take as assumed mean. Okay. As I said, generally take it in between lowest and highest. Now di is equal to xi minus a. Now we'll use that shortcut method in calculator. Do 30 minus 40 equals to minus 10. Now directly do 35 equals to. Directly do 40 equals to. Directly do 45 equals to. Directly do 50 equals to. Directly do 55 equals to. Okay. What is the total? Not needed. Not needed. In this method, we require the total of fi into di. So don't do the total of di. Fi into di is what we need now, the product of these two. Okay. Now 4 into minus 10, minus 40, 10 into minus 5, minus 50, 15 into 0, 0, 8 into 5, 45 into 10, 53 into 15, 45. Do the total. Raise your hand who did not understand fi di. Okay, now by shortcut method, x bar is equal to a plus, now instead of di it will become sigma fi di upon n. Okay, a assumed mean is 40 plus sigma fi di is 45 upon n is also 45. What part will you solve first? 45 upon 45 you will do first. That comes to 1. 41. Does it come same as the previous answer or not? It will always come same. 1 by direct method you will do on your own, then you can leave. Page will not take more than 2 minutes. Page 116. Question 12. Page 116. Question 12. Exercise 3, section C. Sorry, section C. Question 12. Okay? You do it only by direct method, sigma fi xi upon n.